fighting out of Monterrey, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, Alejandro El Elegido Barrera, fighting and representing DeSoto, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
At just 25 years old, Errol Spence Jr. had already become one of the hottest rising names in boxing.
And he has got to be careful to Spence, but now Spence going to work, and he drops Fondu, and this one could be over.
A 2012 U.S. Olympian and southpaw technician, Spence combined body punching brilliance with poise beyond his years.
Playing, he knows it. And Spence puts him back down, and that's it.
Undefeated and coming off a string of dominant performances, this bout marked his return to his home state of Texas, fighting in front of a Dallas crowd that expected fireworks.
Carlos Ocampo said, I'm not going to go quietly into the good night. I spoke too soon. Gets dropped with 1 second left in the opening round.
Many insiders saw him as a future world champion, but Alejandro Barrera was his toughest test yet.
Who withdrew citing personal reasons. Barrera from Monterrey, Mexico, only the second time that he has fought against left-handers.
Barrera's 26-2, Marv. He's never been. Also trained by Hall of Fame trainer Nacho Beristain, who trained both.
You know what I like about Spence is that he's so poised, concentration.
Not just to set up his left hand and left uppercut.
Spence at 18-0, 15 by knockout, 7
in this fight.
Barrera, not the typical Mexican-style brawler, looks to fight on the negative side. He's kind of lumbering. He is slow-footed, usually throws one punch at a time.
Well, Arsenal, Marv, he's got all the punches in the book, and he knows when to shoot those punches. And it's just a situation where, Errol's...
I mean, every time I see this young man, I different in him. More confidence, more accuracy.
The man to take over the welterweight division after Floyd.
He's very good. He knows how to train his fighters and to teach them how to land certain punches from certain angles. You see a nice right uppercut from Barrera.
Errol's just a year old. He began boxing at the age of 50. Amateur career made the 2012 U.S. Olympic team. Errol Spence. That was a team that was shut out of the medals. In fact, Spence.
And I covered that fight, Marv, and I knew back then that Errol Spence had the goods.
Barrera early in the round, but he took his time. He didn't rush in there.
That's what has to impress people about Errol Spence. He's so patient, but he's a terrific.
He sets everything up. He takes his time.
Like Marv said, you know, he takes his time, but he's still very aggressive at the same time. So
since April of 2013, what is last
a little bit, Marv, and you see the physical strength of Spence. After he hit him with that hard shot, he muscled him into that corner and said, hey, take some more.
Did you see that right jab of Spence? I mean, it knocked his head back.
So impressive to me, that range he had with that shot.
And Spence hearing it. So that is it for the second round. It's been all Errol Spence in round 2.
Take it out. You gotta slow you down a little bit. Stay composed. You ain't gotta worry about the wide shots enough. When you get close enough, walk it down with your hands up high. So you dropping your hands.
Round number 3, and Errol the Truth Spence.
Spence had a great second round and sets it up behind that beautiful right jab. We just talk about it every fight.
Barrera going wild with that last flurry. Let's go to Todd Harris. Todd.
He's working good jab. And he landed shots almost at will.
Speed like a Sugar Ray Leonard. How do you tell him to slow it down? What do you want to see there?
Well, he just has to keep his hands up high and stay composed to stay focused, opposed to rushing it. Like he's doing right now, he's still
worked his way up to a contender status as a cruiserweight. He's been dominating over these first 3 rounds. Alejandro Barrera trying to. Oh, he took a shot. Looked like he slipped. BJ, you mentioned earlier that fighters rarely tell the truth during, and he feels that he can take advantage of that, and that is just Errol the Truth Spence, Liam, very impressive over the first 3 rounds. Our unofficial BJ, you saw Spence in London. How has he grown since that time?
You know, he's just a little more calm now. I think Derek James is doing a very good job with him settling. One thing he does as a professional, he really commits to the body, like Ray said earlier. It
takes a lot of work.
Ray, what was it like for you coming out of the Olympics with your first?
But after my first fight, 6 rounds, I was okay.
You're going in there, no headgear. Gloves are a lot tighter. Those wraps are a little bigger. It's all those different things that
Spence.
From the corner, a Nacho Barenstein to really take advantage of the knockout. So Barrera still got a little bit of a storm to weather to get to the 6th.
Southpaw. The southpaw's power, which is the left hand.
He's doing a good job at moments counter-punching Spence. Ray's worried about getting countered with that left hand.
So that'll wrap it for round 4.
That was direct.
Annoying?
Not annoying.
After the 4th or 5th time, Marv and I kind of looked at each other. No other way to score it so far, Marv. Spence dominating Storm, and see if he can get to those later rounds, because Spence is a huge talent, especially early on in the fight.
12 rounds.
Spence is really ripping the body now. Really good shot. That's a great body shot. Great shot.
Barrera takes a knee and takes the count. Says he's all right.
Referee needs to stay close now, Marv. I tell you what, Spence's his attack is so complete, it's difficult to defend for too many rounds. He's just so
perfectly, because now that left hand is dropping.
Spence had been so patient. Now these combinations by Spence. He's just teeing off. And this one
he doesn't want it anymore.
It's all over. To make it a record of 19-0 and 16 by knockout.
He had Barrera in a lot of trouble in this round, and we see the knockdown here. Beautiful body shots behind the elbows of Barrera. Those hurt him. He's got that shark-type mentality. Goes in for the kill when his man's hurt. He smelt the blood, and it was only a matter of time, right?
Alejandro Barrera, he was real awkward, and I couldn't really figure him out in the first and second round. He was like, just stay composed, it's gonna come, it's a 12-round fight. And I stayed composed, I walked him down, put my hands up, and picked my shots, and I was able to get him out of there.
For your winner by technical knockout and remaining perfect, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.